Hey guys, it's Comics G-Man, and just gonna watch another video on Film Threat that they just put out. It's only 5 minutes, and I like the thumbnail. DCU, Dead Cinematic Universe. Is it over for James Gunn? Let's see what these guys have to say about it.
Here's the thing with this is my thing with James Gunn. He didn't know the Clark's middle name. Have you seen this clip? Gary used it in his video.
Superman's middle name.
Joseph, isn't it?
Danger.
Justin.
Justin. W.
Is it?
I gave that one to you because I didn't want to have to answer it. Does Clark Kent have a middle name? I'm embarrassed that I don't know. He does?
He does?
What is
What's
it?
his middle name?
Joseph.
I was so...
Fucking Joseph. I mean, alright, look, I'm gonna be honest with you though, that doesn't really bother me that James Gunn doesn't know his middle name. I'm not gonna hold that as a point against him. I mean, it's just because, I mean, these guys aren't like comic book readers, and even if you are, like, it's not that important. I mean, this isn't like, you know, having to know who Jesus Christ is or something. I mean, it's a comic character. But yeah, I get the point they're trying to make.
So close.
Joseph.
His middle, Clark Kent. Oh, what you just asked that. Joseph Kent is his middle name.
I was trying to take the win for the edit.
Yeah.
Because it's biblical.
Superman's middle name.
So, okay, I just...
That's the other thing. Sorry.
It's sad to see this.
Robert reminded me when he said it, and like, love him or hate him, but this is what Zack Snyder did understand. This is a modern mythology. These are mythological. There are modern mythology. They are fucking gods and demigods. And when you take all that away, man, it's just fucking boring. It's just people in suits doing things. It without any of the attachment that we have to what makes them great to begin with.
But that was
Yeah, no, I totally get what he's saying about that. And Zack Snyder absolutely said that and was 100% right about that. But did it come out that way in Man of Steel? No. And for me, Man of Steel was a good movie. I like it. It's memorable because I went to the movies to see it with my grandpa back in 2013. And I was pretty young when I saw it, so I thought it was the best thing ever until I saw, like, Superman with Christopher Reeves. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. And that's when I realized, like, Zack Snyder fucked up on Superman when I watched the Christopher Reeves Superman. So, yes, Zack Snyder is right when he says that, but would I prefer, like, okay, let's not even talk about the Christopher Reeves Superman, which is the superior Superman. But let's talk about Zack Snyder's Superman and David Corenswet's Superman. So out of the two, I would say that David Corenswet has the potential to be the perfect Superman. And I already like him more than Henry Cavill, which I go over in my essay. I think Corenswet is a lot more friendlier. I think he's got that more of that spirit about it. And I am not crazy about Superman being in the real world and how he would act. Because honestly, if Superman was in our world, here's the truth. Now, I don't think our world would dictate Superman. I think Superman would dictate our world. He would shape us for the better. But instead, in Zack Snyder's world, our world shapes Superman for the worst. But instead, Superman would be, if there was an actual Superman in our lives right now, our world would be shaped for the better because of Superman. Now, yes, we would still be bad and have all our complicated bullshit, but that doesn't stop Superman. So we would be better served to have a Superman in our world. Not like in Zack Snyder's film with all the philosophical, political debating about, can Superman do this? Can Superman do that? And is Superman for the people? Who is he to choose who to save? It's like, first of all, look at it like this. Superman is doing his own thing. And if he could save people and save as many as he can, that's great. Of course, we can't expect him to save everybody. He's not Jesus. He's not fucking God, right? He can't save everybody. But when he does save people, it's commendable. It's great. So we love him for that. All Superman tries to do is do the right thing, save people, and add to our lives, not subtract to our lives. But so I feel like David Cornsweet is actually more true to that vision that I'm talking about than Henry Cavill's Superman. And this is no dig at Henry Cavill. I told you I don't take either side. Henry Cavill is great and David Cornsweet is great. But for me, personally, David Cornsweet takes the reins as the Superman that I would pick.
James Gunn's intention. He wanted to make him more human. That's what makes me human. Like, he literally shouts that at Lex Luthor. And they also wanted to do that with Kara. The writer said that they wanted to make her more human.
Part of my disappointment with James Gunn is everything is based on something else. It's almost like he's fast-tracked stories where, Lanterns is based on True Detective. This is based on this Tom.
Yeah, I just heard about that he based the Lanterns off of True Detective. So that's crazy.
King book, which they didn't even, I had to look up what the original ending of the comic is. It's very poetic. I mean, I did not read the comic, but having learned what the actual comic book ending is for A Woman of Tomorrow, it felt like a better ending, a smarter ending, a more serious story.
And the way they got there, do you know the only thing that they adapted was that a girl named Ruthie has her parents killed by Krim, and that Crypto is poisoned and has 3 days. That's literally, and the green fucking sun, which I hate.
Yes.
But even in the comic, that green sun is green suns don't exist in reality. Okay, no. It was an artificial one in the comic.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I was right about that. I'm just too lazy to go and read the book again. But I remember it was an artificial sun created by like Lex Luthor or something to trap Superman on a planet. So yes, thank you for clarifying that, sir. Oh, and I have to give Chris credit because he didn't read the comic. I don't, and I'm not gonna. I wouldn't, if I was in this room, I would not tell Chris read the whole comic. No, but at least he had the. He looked up the ending just to see what it was, and he said it made more sense. But frankly, as somebody who did read the entire comic all the way from beginning to end, I liked the ending and didn't like the ending, and you could see that all in my old video deconstructing Tom King, Supergirl. It was good and it wasn't good, but this was not a book that should have been adapted for a movie.
But I digress.
I mean, there could be a blue sun. There's blue heat, right? Blue flame. Does that? I don't know. Let's ask Johnny.
But then would it mimic blue kryptonite? That's the other thing. I don't think they know what the fuck kryptonite is or how it's made, or they haven't made a decision because there's a couple different origins they could go with, but they just floated around with all the kryptonite on Argo, and then one day randomly some people start getting kryptonite cancer and some don't. There's just no rhyme or reason to the universe, and as Robert also said, there is no foundation for this.
You know what would have been fucking cooler? The end of Argo. Sorry, another Doom reference. Instead of them dying of kryptonite poisoning, they should have died from like a meteor, like in 1984, or like some kind of crazy fucking like alien invasion or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Like in those old Miss Marvel comics where she's getting attacked by those aliens. I forgot what they were called, but I always called them. They look like the Tyranids from Warhammer. So like it would have been cool if you had some kind of like disgusting evil creatures, and then you could continue that in future movies. But like you'd have them like eat up Argo and kill all the people there, and she escaped with her life. And maybe if you wanted her to be bitter, maybe you could have made her bitter because she felt like there could be a scene where she's about to save herself and she's about to leave, and her parents are getting eaten by the monsters or something, and she just feels like this guilt for leaving them behind and being helpless. So like she blames herself throughout the film and does all these like self-destructive things to herself out of that guilt. Like that would make more sense than what they did in this movie. Her just getting drunk just because.
Whatsoever.
Right.
It is a house of fucking on sand. A house of cards on sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing to me where I think had James Gunn directed Supergirl, it would have been better. It might not have been great.
No, if he had a
but it would have been,
script, if he had
it
a
would have
written-
been
The
better.
script is the issue.
Yeah.
I could have directed that script. I mean, that's how basic it is.
I guess I'm just like, do they restart the DC universe again? I mean, realistically, or do they?
I have to agree with Chris there. As shitty as the script is, if James Gunn himself directed the movie, I don't think it would be as ugly. I think it would at least look a little better than what it looked. So, at least visually speaking, if James Gunn directed the movie instead of this guy, I think it would have been a little nicer to look at. But I might be wrong.
They just go with look, just the connected universe thing. People are exhausted, and I
Yeah.
think it could hurt Clayface. Clayface
Yeah.
coming out in October, inspired by things like The Substance. I'm told because they did a recent test screening. It's very good horror film. The more it connects to DC, I actually think that hurts it because it turns people off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see a movie that's homework. I got to know 3 other movies and a TV series and read the prequel comic, and there's too much.
Yeah.
I just want to tell me a story. Let me check in for 2 hours, get the popcorn bucket, and walk out and have a good time.
But the question is, what's the budget for Clayface?
I'm sure
It's only like $40 million.
That's it?
Okay,
It's Mike
cheap.
Flanagan,
So
and it
could make money.
It was developed outside, right? So ideally, it'll have the writing, not people that are just trying to make Gunn happy or Gunn, like who knows what he's done to it, but right?
Is it Matt Reeves Batman or Gunn
it was,
Batman?
He's an executive producer.
I thought this was supposed to be a Gunn one connecting to the
is a Gunn.
Clayface that was
shit.
in Creature Commandos.
It is now, but that is not how it started.
intended
What
for
it
that.
started
Yep.
as.
All right, so not as it started as, but they probably fucked it up somehow.
And,
But,
But
but ultimately, if it's a good movie, it will make money.
But
I mean,
I'm told that also Batman has been cast, according to Rob,
Rumor?
your colleague, John Campino.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about that. I saw that
he knows who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have
Someone
no
else
idea.
then said it's Tom. I think it was like either Cryptic or My Time to Shine. So everyone says it's Tom Brittany. But like, isn't it a little convenient that now that Supergirl's doing horrible, we all of a sudden start talking about Batman in the DCU?
Who the fuck is Tom Brittany? Tom Brittany. Who? Who's this guy? I've never seen him before. What movies has he done? Outlander, Casualty, Unreal, The Syndicate, The Five. Never heard of any of this shit. It's here's films. I don't know who that is. I don't know.
I don't know. Not that Campy has taken marching orders or anything. It just seems a little sus timing to all of a sudden know who the casting is.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they're distracting it.
Thing happened with that with Superman though.
I even said the same thing. It's fucking ridiculous that we still don't have a Batman movie.
when that movie came out, a lot of people started instantly talking about Wonder Woman and the Wonder Woman casting.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good one.